Hey, what is going on, everybody? FlipLaScript here, and before I jump into, as the title says, a Call of Duty Creepypasta, I would just like to tell you all why I've not been active lately, and I'm going to make this short, sweet, and to the point. I do not like Call of Duty Black Ops 2's multiplayer, and that's just because connection issues, lag, and spawns, and all that, and I plan on playing it, but after Treyarch makes appropriate patches. Until then, I'll be playing zombies and campaign. But anyway, this is my very first Creepypasta. Comment down below, and this will be the very last time you hear not narration, but me talking before I actually narrate the story, and that is because I want you guys' feedback. First question, do you all want to see this stuff, or do you guys just want me to go back to commentaries? Second question, if you all want to see more of this, what do you guys want to see? This demo right now, this very first episode is Call of Duty, but this is a gaming channel. I can do Pokemon, I can do Gears of War, I can do Halo, I can do anything, I can do Zelda. Just let me know, hey, I'd like to see Pokemon, hey, I'd like to see this, and I will do that in probably episode 2, because I would like to do Pokemon next. But anyway, you all can criticize, I don't really care. I like, that's how I get better, is people, say, hey, you messed up, or hey, I didn't like this, or something like that. So comment down below nicely, or, critique, being like, hey, man, could you, add a little bit more emphasis here? And before I jump into the video, I do butcher a couple of names. It's German-oriented, so excuse me. So I hope you all enjoy the demo, and enjoy a Call of Duty Creepypasta. I was driving to work one day when I noticed a garage sale selling old video games. I had a few extra dollars, so I figured, why not? I immediately stumbled upon a copy of Call of Duty World at War. When I went to buy the game, the man selling it to me offered to take it back if anything was wrong with it, as his copy had already been returned to him by an angry customer, and he suspected that the product might have been defective. After work, I came home to play the game finally. I put it in, and something bizarre happened. It skipped over the original Treyarch opening. I came upon the screen, and there was no opening tune. It just went straight to the main menu. Instead of the usual background, there was a faded picture of executed soldiers. The menu itself had only single player and save and load options. A little weird due to the fact that there's normally a multiplayer. I must have bought a pre-game production or prototype, I thought to myself. Anyway, I clicked single player and started out at the normal Pelelu mission. Everything went fine and I was having the time of my life, until I noticed something odd. The game was much gorier than I remembered, darker and more realistic. The gore intensified as the level went on, and when you shot somebody, you could hear them mumble and whimper something. Most likely in Japanese. I never found out for sure, but it sounded like it. A little creeped out, I finished the level and moved on to the Russian side of the story within an hour or two. What struck me as odd this time was that there was a level after Stalingrad called Auschwitz. I found this to be in bad taste, but I continued it anyway. What I had to do was assault the camp with the Red Army. The normal ambient soundtrack was gone. I started to get a little unnerved, but I continued on. I entered the camp to the sounds of moaning and screaming. Once I entered, I saw burning bodies and dismembered corpses on the floor. The barracks were lined with bunk beds, each overcrowded with skeletally thin corpses, though some of them were still alive, moaning. I continued my way to Buchenwald and passed by more and more corpses and was starting to get kind of scared. I called it quits and went to bed. I woke up the next morning, and when I started it up again, I started up to the sound of a loud, disturbing screaming on the menu. I quickly went to where I left off, and I was very determined to finish it. Deeper in the camp, I found a weird room with a very loud white noise that seemed to intensify when I got closer to it. I found Dr. Mengele's hanging corpse and a note on a nearby table. It appeared to be some kind of suicide note, but the text was in characters I did not recognize. The game froze after this with a loud screeching in the background. I shut it off in terror. Hours later, curiosity got the best of me, and I decided to continue on. The levels only got more disturbing from there, including a graphic rape and murder scene, and the Battle of Berlin, and the mission select screen there was a long list of other missions. There must have been hundreds, though I didn't seem to scroll through them all. They were listed in order by date. I didn't play any, but they were all named after notorious war crimes committed from World War II and after, and some that I didn't even know about. Many of these levels took place on dates that haven't happened yet. I destroyed this disc immediately.